discuss specifically what Russia wanted beyond Viktor Bout and what that the U.S. would not do, and what is it that the U.S. was willing to offer in addition to Viktor Bout?
So here's the thing: the Russians were not willing to negotiate in good faith for the release of Paul Whelan at this time. And in order to increase the chances for success, we're not going to certainly discuss more about the negotiations for his release publicly. But we are committed to securing Paul's release, but we're just not going to get into specifics. But like I said, they were not operating in good faith.
And one more question. I mean, obviously, we're all very happy to hear the news that she's coming home, but I'm wondering if the administration's concerned about whether there's any precedent set here about what the U.S. government is willing to trade in exchange to release Americans imprisoned abroad.
So, look, this was not a decision that the president made lightly, but he believed it was the right thing to do to secure Brittney's release. And so, you know, this is a commitment that he had, a promise that he made. And where we were left with is either we bring Brittney home or no one at all. And so, I had one of my colleagues in the National Security Council said today he believed that there was a moral obligation here to get her home. This does not mean that the president will stop with Brittney. He's going to continue to make sure that we secure Paul Whelan's return as well as other Americans who are wrongfully detained abroad.
Okay. Thanks, Karine. Was there a risk assessment to determine how dangerous Bout may be now that he's been released back into the world? And what is the result if there was one? How should people be thinking about the fact that this man is free?
So look, again, this was not a decision that the president made lightly. Just want to be very clear on that. We will always stay vigilant about our national security. That's something that the president will always do, and we will act swiftly to protect it. That was true yesterday, that is true today, and that will be true after Mr. Bout's release. So that is a commitment that the president has to the American people. But again, he believed this was the right thing to do in bringing Brittney home.
But in making that decision, surely he heard from officials, the intelligence community, about how dangerous Bout is or is not. So I'm just asking.
No, I hear your question.
Assessment.
I hear your question. I'm not going to get into specifics about what the president was told by the intelligence community. That is not something that we do from here, as you know, on any specifics. What I can say is that the president will continue to be vigilant about our national security, and he will we will remain to act swiftly to protect it. Again, this is not a decision that he made lightly.